Hi guys, welcome back. So this video is going to be a video on how I do my makeup, cover my vitiligo quickly. Normally I take about 2 hours to do my makeup fully, about an hour and a half, yeah, if I want to be like extra. It's mostly because I do a lot of work on my eyes and then my face, and it just takes forever. When I'm just going to the store or going grocery shopping or to my family's house or just something, doing an errand that's really quick and I'm not gonna be out for a long time, I do like the least for my makeup. I don't do eyeshadow, I don't really do like lip liners, none of that stuff, like no eyeliner, nothing. I just do like the least amount. Now, for this video, it's going to probably be a little longer because I'm going to be talking through it, but I am going to fast forward through like when I do my foundation, when I do cover my vitiligo, because it's very repetitive. I do it in most of my videos. So, yeah, if you want to see how I achieve a quicker look and I still cover my vitiligo and it still looks somewhat put together, then just keep watching. So I'm going to be using a bunch of drugstore makeup in this video or in this tutorial. I kind of don't really use high-end when I am doing quick makeup because it's usually for such a short amount of time. So I kind of save my like nice good stuff for special events or when I'm going out, like, or I'm going to be out for a longer period of time. That's when I mostly use my stuff, like my good stuff. Not saying that my drugstore is bad because I love what I have drugstore, but I kind of just like using drugstore, like I said, when I do something really quick. So this is going to be pretty nice, I guess, to have in this video, that all the things are mostly inexpensive minus what I use to cover my vitiligo. I can't find anything else to cover my vitiligo that's cheaper, so that's why I use my Estee Lauder. I know sometimes I get requests on doing coverage on vitiligo with different products from the drugstore or something. There's just nothing that covers my vitiligo on me. I know sometimes maybe green concealer works on certain type of people, but not me. So that's why. So I do apologize for that. I know I should try more things, but there's just nothing heavy duty at the drugstore yet. So hopefully in the future I can do something like that if some new type of product comes out. But yeah, let's get started. So I always begin with misting my face. I do get really oily, and also I've been doing like a mixture between a mattifying spray and also like just like a setting spray or Fix Plus. Yeah, so I'm going to just use this NYX matte finish spray. I would usually just use the Fix Plus, but I ran out of this, so I'm going to be using this. But if you have Fix Plus, you can use Fix Plus. And I just spray this on my face. I shake it up a little because I don't know what's in here, but I don't know, I always think that shaking it is pretty good. So I just spray it on my face. I'm pretty generous with it, and I just let it just soak into my skin. And now I'm going to just moisturize and prime. As that's setting, I prime my lips. I put some lip balm on my lips, whatever. I call it priming because I'm just letting them prime and set before I apply lipstick or lip gloss or whatever I'm going to use today. This is just how I always start my makeup. And I'm using the Nivea Kiss of Mint and Minerals. I always use this. It's my favorite. Can you focus? Why doesn't it want to focus? There. I use this one. I love it so much. It literally like hydrates my lips. Okay. So now, like I said, I'm going to be trying to use a bunch of drugstore makeup because it's just cheaper, and that's kind of what I do when I do quick makeup. I'm going to be using the Hard Candy primer, the shine free one. This one's okay. It's not bad, but it's not horrible. It's not my favorite. So I use like a good amount of this because I need to hold down. And when I use this particular product, I forgot to moisturize my face. Oh well. It's okay. This product, you have to press it into your skin, because if you rub it in, it'll like peel almost. So just press it in. That's how I use it. And you could totally moisturize before this. I just forgot to moisturize my face, but it's okay because I put the primer, so it's not that bad. Next This is actually only $15. It's basically half of what this really is. This is the Smashbox Pore Minimizer. I kind of just use this when I'm on the go, because it does an okay job of holding my oils. It's not awful, but I prefer the Makeup Forever one. And since I don't really need heavy duty right now, I'm just doing the least, like I said. Okay, so now I'm just going to do like a light layer of my foundation. What I kind of usually use is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the color 220 Natural Beige. Yeah. I use this. It keeps me matte for a little bit. Doesn't keep me matte all day. But the coverage is a medium coverage. It's not really buildable. At least not to me. And I don't know, when I use it, yeah, I feel like you could still see my spots, but I don't mind. Like when I'm in a rush or I have something quick to do errands, like I don't mind if my spots peek through. They don't that badly, but I don't know, this just isn't perfect, but I like how it matches me and I like how it feels on my skin. So that's why I use it. You can also use the L'Oreal Infallible, but I personally do not like the L'Oreal Infallible because it doesn't work well with my Estee Lauder camouflage makeup. So yeah, I actually had it, but I gave it to my friend because she doesn't have vitiligo, so she can use it just fine. It's a great foundation if you don't have vitiligo, actually. So I just put it on my brush. I use the Real Techniques. This is like my favorite brush ever, and I just put it all over my face. I do a layer of this. I kind of went a little heavy with it, but it's okay. I just do a first quick layer of it, mostly focusing on where I have my spots. Oh my god, look at these planets. Aunt Flo's in town, and if you know who Aunt Flo is, she ain't the best visitor. So yeah, that's why like my skin is going insane. So there's that first layer. So now I'm going to be using these two. I'm going to mix them and then just cover my spots. So yeah, it's nothing different than what I do on here all the time. So yeah, I have been getting questions on what colors I use. I use the color Creamy Tan, 2C5 Creamy Tan, and then the color number 9 Deep. Number 9 is discontinued. So the only reason I have it is because I actually called like the warehouse of Estee Lauder, and they had some. I only got 2, so I have 1 more. But I called the number again to see if I could buy like 2 more before like they're out of them, but the number doesn't work anymore. So I don't know if they changed their number or what. I haven't asked someone at the counter, but that number definitely is in Estee Lauder's warehouse. So that's why I have Deep. I don't know what color matches Deep, actually. I'm just gonna talk and Conceal. But if you go to Estee Lauder, or if you go to Macy's or Dillard's or Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom's, that's where they sell Estee Lauder. They have a bunch of new colors. They like reformulated this product, I think, and they also got new colors out. So I would just suggest you go to the counters and ask for samples. They give you samples, so just make use of that. Tell them, you know, you're trying to look for a product, or just let them know, like, they're really nice there. And they'll either try it on you if you like. If you don't want to take off your makeup, just get some samples and at home mix 2, or maybe just 1 will work for you. 1 didn't work for me. I don't know with the new formulation and the new colors. I haven't tried it yet, but as soon as I'm done with my 2 bottles of Deep, then I'm gonna have no choice but to try and find a new color. But yeah, that's what I suggest you do if you're looking for this Estee Lauder. Get some samples, try it out, mix and match, or just find the color that works best for you. And when you do find a color, if it's a little darker than your skin, it's fine, because you're trying to bring the color back into the areas that you don't have pigmentation. So it's fine if it's a little darker, because you need to match it to your skin. Even if it's darker than your skin, it's fine, because once you go in with the foundation again, you can't see it. Just don't go really dark, because then it'll look like your face is like gray or stained. It'll look really bad. So yeah, I just cover my spots like normal. I ended up pouring a little too much out, so I'm just gonna go over the spots that usually give me the most problematic area, like the most problematic areas where it's so difficult to hide. Like some areas just are so stubborn. And then my forehead, I always put a little bit extra because I sweat like from my head. Like, it's the worst thing. So when it drips down and I swipe, it always like messes with this area right here. It's so annoying. And then this area right here, whenever I put concealer on, always fades away. But I'm not gonna wear concealer. I don't put concealer on when I do quick makeup. Okay, so now I'm all covered up. This is basically it. Like, someone can just run out the door, but I look off because my eyebrows are not on. I don't have mascara or anything. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more foundation, like a little bit, even less than what I first started. And I kind of just focus it on the areas that I've concealed because I kind of wanted to blend a little more. With my foundation, I don't want it to be like obvious that there's like two different products. So yeah, I just put it straight onto the brush and I'm just going to dot it all over and just mix it in. I think I poured a little too much, but it's okay. Like, I don't care when I overuse this makeup because this Maybelline Fit Me, another reason why I like it is because it's so cheap. Like, it's only $6. You can find it for like $5 sometimes, $5.99. And what else? If you have a coupon, that shit's like $4. And also, like, whenever Ulta does like the 40% off, they're like $3. It's so cheap. So cheap. That's another reason I really like this foundation, because it's so cheap and I use foundation so much that it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg to like buy this makeup for these purposes, you know? I'm gonna focus this under my eyes because I'm not wearing concealer. I don't wear concealer when I'm doing quick makeup because that takes time. By the time I put it on, blend it out, set it, there goes like 10 minutes. But if you want to use concealer, go ahead. I mean, concealer's amazing, but I don't have like really dark circles. I have, if anything, discoloration. And I like how concealer brightens up your under eye, but I don't really have like bags or like dark eyes, so it doesn't really bother me. It's not like a, what's it called, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's not a, what is it called? Insecurity. It's not an insecurity of mine to conceal on the regular. Okay, so now I'm gonna set all that with my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and this powder is really cheap, really inexpensive, and they have a bunch of colors. So I'm just gonna get a big brush and just set all of this. And again, I'm gonna repeat myself. This is just taking me longer because I'm talking and pausing, but when I do this on the regular, it takes me like literally under half an hour, which is like miraculous. Okay, so now I'm going, I don't even put on bronzer. I just put on a little bit of blush. Like I said, this foundation matches me pretty well. Sometimes I have trouble with foundations and they're too light, but I don't really use bronzer. Like, I guess if I have time I'll put bronzer on, but I don't really need to. But I'm gonna use blush, and I'm gonna use the NYX HD blush in Beach Babe. I really like this color, so I'm just gonna put this right here. See how it immediately like brings color, versus this side is like flat. This side's like, oh, there's just color on your face. I kind of use like bronzy blush colors. I don't know why. I really like bronzy looking blushes, but that still have a little bit of something, like a hint of peach or like mauve. I don't know why. Like, I really don't care for pink blush. It makes me look weird. But I do have pink blush, but I really like this one. So yeah, that's all I did. I'm actually just gonna brush this around the edges of my face, almost as if it was bronzer, but yeah, I'm not gonna add bronzer. I don't do highlight when I do makeup really quick because I don't need highlight. And this one has shimmer in it, so it has a little bit of glow, so that way you're killing, like, that way I kill like 3 birds with 1 stone, because I just use it around the perimeter. Because of the color, it's a little more deeper. It's not like pink all around the edges. It's more like a bronzy peach, and I use that as almost like a bronzer, use it as a blush, and then it also has that little like sheen to it, so it's almost like I had highlight. So boom, done. Now I'm gonna fill my brows in. I just brushed them out, and I just filled them in super lightly. I have a new brow product, and it's from Wet n Wild. This is all I've been using since I bought it. I got it at Target. It's like under $3 or under $4. I forgot. Mine is in the color Ash Brown. It's the only one I saw, unfortunately. I heard about this on It's Judy's Time or Life. She used to use this product, and also one of my best friends, Daisy, she told me that she had bought this and loved it. So that's like 2 people that I could rely on. So yeah, it comes with a little brow brush. It comes with tweezers, a wax, a lighter color, a darker color, and then in here is like a little mirror. There's the mirror. So yeah, that's pretty cute, and it's super inexpensive, and I've actually been using this more than my Anastasia. I actually have a brand new Anastasia, and I think I'm gonna return it because I'm just gonna probably just use this because it works for me. So what I do is I don't even carve them out, like not carve them out, but I usually just like outline the bottom and the top of my brows and then fill it in. With this, I just use like my bigger brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. It's just an angled brush. You can get these pretty much anywhere, but yeah, I got it in a kit from BH Cosmetics. So I just take it and just like fill it in, like nothing special, just along my natural brow hairs that I have. And see, already there's a difference between this one and that one. This one just looks filled in a little bit, nothing too special, but this is just kind of what I do, like I said. Like, I literally just dip it in there really well once, and that's all I need. And when I first start, like you saw, I started from in here, because you don't want to start from the beginning of your brow, because that's where the most product is when you first lay it on. So you don't want it to be like super dark up here. Leave this area for last, because you want this part right here to like look like the most natural, lightest part of your brow. So yeah, that's it. And then if you want to be a little extra, let's be a little extra. Where is my... Now I'm just gonna set it with this Brow Stylist Plumper. It's not really setting it, it's adding, like, if anything, a little bit of a tint to it. So if I missed any of the hairs, it'll tint it a little and just comb them, and they'll be just fine. I really like this. I mean, I could just use this by itself, I have just used it by itself when I don't feel like using the powder, but for the purposes of this, I kind of wanted to use both. So like, see how full it looks? Like, that took me under a minute. Well, it took me over a minute because I was talking, but it took me under a minute in real life to just fill it in really lightly with the pencil and then do this, and my brow's done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other brow. I'm just going to curl my lashes. Just use whatever lash curler you have. And then mascara, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I got this in one of my Walmart beauty boxes. It's okay. I like how it separates, but I don't like how it doesn't really like build up, but I do like the brush of it. I just don't have too many lashes, so I kind of prefer something that gives me a little more volume versus length, because I feel like mine are a little long. I mean, they're not crazy long, but I'd rather have volume than length because I just rather my lashes look fuller. So I'm gonna mix these two. This is the Covergirl Clump Crusher. This one's really good for the bottom lashes and also for the top. So I'm gonna start with the Clump Crusher first and just apply some on. So yeah, we're basically done. I'm just going to apply my lip product. I'm just gonna take off the excess of that lip balm, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal, the new L'Oreal Lilac lip pencils in, this is the color Chocolac, and it's a shiny one. There's the Lilacs and the Lamats. But they just came out. They're actually going to be permanent because I've seen them like on the wall, like they have their own little spot. So these aren't limited edition, whereas last year or a year and a half ago, whenever they released the other ones, those were limited edition. So I highly suggest these if you're looking for a lip pencil or a lip product from the drugstore. I really like this, and this color is everything. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using. You don't even need a lip liner. You just fill it in, and it's so hydrating because it's a shiny, it's almost like a lip gloss and a lipstick in one, and I just love the color. I was like talking all about it on Snapchat. I talk about makeup a lot on my Snapchat, so if you haven't followed me on Snapchat, it's at the Tray Life. I talk so much crap on there. Like, if you don't like people who snap like over 300 seconds, then don't follow me, because I be going in on there. It's like a vlog. I don't have to edit or anything. I just put it up. If I don't like it, I take it down. But yeah. This is like the prettiest color ever because it's like a pink color, but it has like some browns in it and almost like gray. Oh, I'm going to contour my nose. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild contouring palette. I was like taking my selfies for the thumbnail and I'm like, I didn't contour my nose. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this. Like I said, you can buy this at Walmart only. They have this color and then like a lighter color which is called Dulce de Leche. This one's called Caramel Toffee. Usually this is the one you can find, but if you can find the other one, cool. So I'm just going to go into here with this brush and just downside this thing right here. You probably can't tell, but I can tell. Yep, I can tell. It makes a huge difference to me. It just kind of just narrows out my nose a little. So now I'm just gonna set my face with the NYX matte finishing spray that I used at the beginning. I'm just gonna use it to set all this in, and that is it. I am all done. I'm gonna wear my hair just like this. No shame. This is like my everyday go-to face when I don't know, I just don't really feel like doing the most, but it still makes me look put together. You can't see my vitiligo. It takes like no time, and I still look decent. I don't look crazy. I don't look, not saying that I look crazy with the vitiligo, but I don't look crazy in the sense that I don't look like a hot mess. Like, you know what I mean? Just a little bit of makeup. I mean, if I didn't have vitiligo, I would be using like BB creams, CC creams. Actually, I'd be rocking a natural face all the time. Not that I'm ashamed to rock my natural face, but I'm still not comfortable with going out in the public with a natural face. So yeah, but I be on Snapchat all the time with no makeup on. So I'm just crazy. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. It's super easy, super simple, and I use a lot of Drugstore. Basically everything was Drugstore. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope it helps you out. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.